Redditors with the same name as your father. How did you react to the realization that your mom has probably screamed your name during sex? Submitted by silotibai. LMAO, you think my mom and dad had sex? Get out of here with that nonsense. My grandfather, dad, and brother share the same name. I'll definitely bring it up next family function. 23 years. 23 years of bliss, and now I have to live with this knowledge. Could be worse. I have the same first name as my wife's father. I had spent 45 years never once having this thought. Die in a fire up. This isn't relevant to me, but thanks for giving me a new way to disturb my brother. Edit. My highest rated comment is about causing my brother psychological distress with an undoubtedly true fact about our parents' sex life. Somehow this seems fitting. I really didn't need to hear this. Thanks up. Joke's on you, kid. My mother never screams my father's name, just other names. These comments are fucking gold. This has made my day. I think I'm the only one who will be thanking up. Well, if they didn't before, now they do. I didn't this problem, but it makes you think that some interesting things have happened. Like parents going at it. She shouts name. Kid hears and yells, what? Quote. WTF is your problem this year? OMG. Oh God. Oh God. Not relevant to myself, but I've got some friends who need to be traumatized. Thanks up. How many people do this? My words include things like, yes, oh God, harder, or slower. I don't think I've ever said anyone's name. I have nothing else to go on, so I'm curious. Well, I am done with the internet today. Thank you for destroying my imagination of a world without that thoughts. I went my whole life without thinking this thought. I don't like this thought. You are a bad person and should feel like a bad person. I didn't. Shit, that means she's also moaned my grandpa's name. My great-grandpa's too, apparently. I'm named after my father for first, middle, and last. And my friends make sure to make as many jokes as possible. As with most things in life at this point, I'm pretty numb to it. I just try not to think about it. I even join in on the joke sometimes. My dad is dead. My mom has dementia. Phone calls and visits can be terrifying. I never have before, you fucking cunt. Thanks. I hate it. Shower thoughts. Post this before someone steals this. Elmo, some of you just want to see the wood burn. I have the same name as my grandfather. Thanks for this. I'm more worried about a partner who shares the name with my mother. Shut your whore mouth up. What's worse is we named both our boys after me, Sue. This just got weird. My dad, my grandpa, and my great-grandpa all share the same first name with me. But it doesn't affect me since I go by my middle name instead. I've never thought of this and now I'm mildly disturbed. I hope the next pair of socks you put on is slightly damp. I hope she just called him daddy. Wait. You really just fucked up my day, lol. Do people really scream names during sex? Like the actual name? I've never had anyone actually say my name. Dude. I fucking hate you up. You my friend. Fuck right off. Never ever have I thought about this till now. You're a cunt. Not nearly as bad as when I realized that my grandmother probably did the same with my grandfather. Also same name. That's the best part. Reacting to it right now. I'm fine with it. She didn't mean me. I honestly hadn't until just now. Time to uninstall the internet now, sad face. I have a sort of related story. My dad was a college professor back when I was in college. and so I'd stop by his office on occasion between classes to say hi. Once, there was a really cute girl there asking him about something from a different class. I saw her again later and we ended up exchanging numbers. After a whirlwind 2 weeks of getting freaky, she ghosts me. Another week later, she emailed me that she actually likes my dad, and only had sex with me because I look like him and she was blowing off steam from being in his class. I wasn't sure how to feel about it initially, but after I decided doesn't matter. Had sex. Or else she just called him Big Daddy or something. I repress this intrusive thought with the memories of girls screaming my name. So it is alright. The universe has returned into a balanced state. I think that shouting, "Daddy," was more likely in this scenario. Don't ask me why I believe this. I don't want to think about more Freudian shit today. Your question is enough for at least a month. Thanks up. Is it common for women to scream their partner's name during sex? It's never happened to me. But maybe I don't have enough experience. My son was born 15 days ago. I made him a junior. I never even thought of this. Thanks up lol. Never have thought of this. Fuck you. The reaction can't be too bad. Especially once you realize the worst reality that any girl you're with may end up screaming your father's name during sex. I'm staring at 40 and thought had never crossed my mind. So my reaction is, fuck you up. Go to hell you fucking bastard. Also, I got a nice cold chill up my spine. Prick. I don't know up. How does it feel to know that your mom has screamed my name during sex? Bonus points if your name is Jesus. Come on man, Jesus. Given that I have the same name as my father, and my wife has the same name as my mother, I try really hard not to think about this. This simply never occurred to me before now. But now I'm laughing hilariously at the idea. Thanks up. She screams his name while we are having sex. I'm just going to pretend I didn't read this. And your wife will scream your father's name during sex. Enjoy that. For one, I doubt she's screaming Junior. Quote. 2. I've walked past their room and heard my mom scream, Daddy. Quote. Now, my dad is a daddy. But her dad is also a daddy. And was her daddy first, so all that awkward weight is really on her shoulders. Jealous, am I right, guys? Gonna tell this to my brother, greater than laughing face. Think I am safe. Our name is Stanley. I don't think anyone has ever screamed Stanley in the heat of passion. Sounds pretty hot. Wow, you had to do it to me up. Gonna ask my dad how he feels about her shouting my name. I always heard her scream your own name. Thank you up. I know now not to name any future children a Junior. I never thought of this. I was like, ew, then I was like, gross, and then I was like, no. Gets me hard as a fucking rock. Wow, thanks for that. I go by my middle name, and so this isn't a problem this year. Thank you Reddit. I never thought of that, nor do I ever want to again. I wasn't thinking that until you made me. Thanks, I hate it. Well, I made it 30 years without ever thinking about that. Well played op.